Caleb, sorry about that. Yeah, my phone overheated. Hang on, I gotta let the dog out. Go ahead. So yeah, it was just, I'm back. The phone I was using got too hot. I don't know why. The battery ran out. I don't know if maybe the cord I'm using or something. I'll have to look at that and fix it for next time. Sorry about that. Had a nice conversation going there and lost our momentum. But I'll stick around for a little while longer. Yeah, I don't know. He said he was getting tired. Maybe he's not coming back. Yeah, I think I had too many apps running on this particular phone that I use for streaming. So I got to go through and turn some of those things off. Oh, it's a fantastic emoji you got going there, Caleb. I don't know who else is in the thing. Well, I had a lot of good music that was suggested to me, so hopefully that works out. I'm going to check some of that out. We'll see if anybody comes back. It says there's 5 now, so who knows? Maybe some of our people are coming back. Caleb, I know what you're going to say. Can I ask a question? Hey, busy lady. Wow, okay. Haven't seen you in a while. Thank you for coming by. I was had something going before, and my phone/camera got too hot and I got shut down. Yeah, you've shown up in my busy lady. You've showed up in my feed a little bit a couple times. I've clicked on a couple of your videos recently. Yes, Caleb, you can ask me a question. And hello to everyone else who's okay. So, I gotta look that up. Oh, I'm so bad with the acronyms. Yes, good to see you too. Got to make sure this isn't getting hot. This one seems okay. Go to channel. A shout out to Nick. All right, corrector. I'll give a shout out to Nick. Busy. I've been well. How about you? Gosh, I can't remember the last time you were in my feed, and I haven't done a lot of live streams where I've been on talking. And you've got a lot of subscribers, Busy. I just looked at I forgot how many subscribers you have. That's good. Corrector, okay. I don't believe I will be putting on Delta Dawn, Caleb. Sorry. Yeah, Busy. It's tough to gain subscribers sometimes. I went through a little stretch back in. I finally got monetized in April, Oh, Royal Harris. Thank you very much. Royal, thank you for coming by. I really appreciate the jewels. That's really nice. Yeah, busy. I went through a stretch where I could barely get them, and then I had a stretch where I had like in 1 month I had like I don't know 500, 600, 700 or something. Do I have a favorite movie? Oh, somebody asked me that yesterday, Bird. Um, I don't know. I don't know my favorite movie. That's a tough one. There's so many good movies that I've seen in my time. What was the? I mean, I love some of the older movies like The Sting. I love that. I love Jaws. There's some other movies that I don't know. I even like things like Back to the Future. Yeah, Royal Harris. Sorry, I don't know if you heard me, but yeah, thank you so much for the jewels. I really appreciate that. Bird, do you have a favorite movie? Because I'm really stumped as to having a favorite per se. Oh, lots of smiley faces. Very nice. Whoever's doing that, thank you very much. I appreciate that. Yeah, sorry, busy about that. Got quite the crew. So busy. This is only the third. Let's see, second. Yeah, this is only the third time I've gone live on camera. I started last week, and I took a week off, and then last night I did it again, and then tonight. I'm trying to do more of this. Yeah, thanks, busy. Well, Funk, we didn't know you were here, so you can't be disregarded. Busy. Thank you very much for that. I appreciate that. I don't. I appreciate that. And I tend to spend too much time reading instead of looking up at you guys, whoever is watching. I got to remember to do that. And I cross my arms so I don't do this a lot. I talk with my hands. Yeah, busy. I had my dog in here. She was in here for a while. She just finally, I think she got too warm. A teleprompter? That means I would have to write a script. And I'm not about to write any scripts, Funk. I did a video the other day. Well, it's a while ago, I guess, maybe a week and a half ago or so, for a different social media. Might have ended up here too. I can't remember. But and I said, I don't remember what I said. So I don't use scripts. I talk off the top of my head. So if there's a mistake, it happens. I live with the mistake. It sends this text to a teleprompter. Okay, fair enough. Did not know that existed. I don't know why I didn't know it existed. I mean, pretty much anything you can think of exists these days, I guess. But yeah, it would be nice to have a teleprompter. Well, the problem is I've got so I'm looking at my screen here, and I've got the camera here. So what I should do is lower that so it's more in line with this. Yeah, you're right, Funk. I agree. Uh-oh, liminal space. How are you? You have a question. You must be a friend, or maybe you're a friend of Caleb's. I don't know. And L. Suttigers. Hello. I'm glad you're laughing, Busy. You never know. Just a sad stranger. Fair enough. Liam Green, you're back. I saw you before. Yeah, for the last stream that I was on before my phone overheated, we had all the music in the background, and everybody's listening to music. I didn't realize they could hear this. Yeah, the third time, Liam, you're correct. Catherine, hello. What's up? That's very 90s. I like it. Gabstar86, hello. How are you? Busy lady, I would take your word for that. Gabstar, Flex, Fit. I don't know what those emojis are, but somebody's tapping something. Oh, Busy, are you watching this conversation happen? Busy, are you watching this conversation happen? I don't even know how to respond. My previous my previous stream that I was doing, we were talking about music and kids. I don't know. Yeah, I agree. We were talking about music, and that was pretty fun. There was a lot of good people there talking about some good music. I was actually taking notes on a lot of the music that people recommended. So that was kind of cool. Oh my God. DJ, no, I am not. I know I got the crazy gray hair, but no. DJ, no, I am not. I know I got the crazy gray hair, but no. And even though I'm old, that guy's a lot older than me. Christopher Lloyd, you are correct. He's got to be, I bet you he's 85. Let's look him up. Let's see what it says. Christopher Lloyd. He's 87. Wow. 87 years old. So he's got a few years on me. Caleb, come on, man. Really? I know you're trying to be funny, but... C Money. You talking about my age, C Money? Funk, we did not establish that I was 74. You said you were 74, and you assumed that I was the same age as you. Funk, we did not establish that I was 74. You said you were 74. You assumed that I was the same age as you. C Money, 65? Yeah, that's pretty close. Little, you shot over, but okay. Yeah, 87. Christopher Lloyd's a great actor. I mean, for those of you who may not be old enough, he was in a show called Taxi back in the 70s. And he played a character named Jim Ignatowski, and he was absolutely hysterical. Funk Congress, 64. You're getting closer. Busy. Yeah, let's just go with early 60s. How's that? We'll call it good. Yeah, well, and the funny thing is, when you reach this age, you can go to bed healthy and wake up injured. I Am Reality. Taxi was great. It was absolutely a great... Liam, you're close enough at 61, 62. Taxi was a great show. Oh, man. I think this phone's getting hot too. I got to figure this out. Favorite TV shows? Wow. Okay, well, Brian May. Love Brian May with Queen. Favorite TV shows? Boy, I loved MASH a lot. But my favorite TV show? Probably got to say Magnum PI. I Swallow. How was the good old days? They were good. And if you're not old enough to have lived in the 70s and 80s, actually been a semi-adult or a teenager, you'll never know how good we had it back then. And it's hard to explain. Geese. Yeah, good. Yeah, you love MASH. It was a great show. The funny thing is, I still watch it in reel. Paw Patrol. Paw Patrol was not... Andre, was not my favorite cartoon. You got to go all the way back to things like Bugs Bunny, Donald Duck, Roadrunner. Funk Congress, Thomas Sullivan Magnum. And he did not like to be called Tom. Thomas. Funk Congress, Thomas Sullivan Magnum. And he did not like to be called Tom. Yeah, MASH was a great show. Bread Chaser, yeah, those were. It's funny. So Bread Chaser. I was scrolling channels here. I don't know, a month or two ago, and I ran into they air a lot of those old cartoons on Saturday morning on some small station called MeTV. I love Beavis and Butthead too, as well. Great. Hang on, I got to go back to Bread Chaser, Bugs Bunny. Next time, how's life? What's it about here? Greetings from Amsterdam. Wow, very cool. So we're just, I was going to talk about music, but we kind of got off track. So now we're just kind of talking about anything, Mex. Beavis and Butthead. Man, they were funny. I remember the first, so Busy, you obviously know that show. And remember when he did the, I am the great Cornholio. Captain, hello. Slybuster, hello. Captain, hello. Slybuster, hello. You know, I haven't seen that, Busy. I don't know why. I just didn't go look at it. I should do that because I really loved Beavis and Butthead when they came out. The mouse and the cat? Oh, Bread Chaser, Tom and Jerry. Ren and Stimpy. I was not into Ren and Stimpy. I don't know why. Okay, I will check it out, Busy. I've got a bunch of stuff that from the music thing I was doing before that I got to go look up some of these bands and musicians. Yeah, the old Beavis and Butthead was absolutely classic. I mean, the stuff they got away with saying was pretty amazing. But it's the same with the Family Guy. They get away with saying insane amounts of stuff that I didn't think would... Oh, Sylvester and Tweety. Yeah. Hi. Oh, 42. You're back. Yeah, I know what you're... Oh, sorry, Sly. I get what you're saying. Yeah. Favorite 80s band? Oh, that's a tough one. Boy, I was really into Van Halen back then, or Journey. Loved all those... loved that rock music. Sheriff, absolutely. They had their big hit was called When I'm With You. Correct? Is that the person we're Busy Lady? We're talking about it? Am I right, Geese? Love Earth, Wind, and Fire. I used to listen to the song Shining Star by The Hour. My wife's uncle was in that band. Wait, in Sheriff? Geese, your wife's uncle was in Sheriff. Boogie Wonderland was also an excellent show, or excellent show. I was thinking about the TV, an excellent song. Shalimar, absolutely. Hello, Taddy. Hope I pronounced that right. Bowie, another good choice. I love the song Changes by David Bowie. Steve DeMarchi. Who's Steve DeMarchi? Should I know that? It seems like I should know that name. Bread Chaser. I hope that's yeah, thank you. That's a compliment. I appreciate it. Oh, the guitar is for Sheriff. When I'm with you. I never cared for nobody like I cared for you. Okay, that's enough. Did I get the right song? Country Girl, you're back. I apologize. My phone got overheated. I'm hoping it doesn't happen this time. I'm checking it. Absolute Beginner's favorite David Bowie song. Okay, Geese, cool. I got it. Yeah, I used to listen to that. I love that song. Backyard Fun Country Boy. GNR were, boy, when they came out with Appetite for Destruction, they were absolutely on top of the world. Oh, and Joe Dirt. Yeah, yeah, okay. Sweet Child of Mine. Good, yeah, good choice. So I heard a thing about how Slash came up with that guitar riff. He was just sitting there noodling on the guitar, kind of doing exercises, and that sound came out of the song came out of his noodling on the guitar. Jurassic. Today we've been talking about movies, TV, music. Hey, wait, what happened to Busy? Did you leave, Busy? Oh, uh, Backyard. I think I heard that story. He was in a secondhand store or something, and yeah, I think I've heard that story. Chicken in maple syrup. Cash Bandit, hello. Marinate chicken in maple syrup. Yeah, I'll give it a try. I love chicken. I love maple syrup. The Odyssey. I have some friends that saw that. They said it's a good movie. I have not seen it yet. Wow, I got a bunch of people coming in. This is great. A lot of fun. So, Jurassic, what did you think of the Odyssey? Okay, so let me get back. What time is it for me, Country Girl? I'm on the West Coast, so it's 20 minutes to 11. How about what time is it for you, Country Girl? Oh, I guess there must be some. I'm sure there's political stuff in it. Loved it. Definitely contained a controversy. Huh. Okay, sounds like you liked it. Cool. Yeah, I'm gonna have to check it out. Busy lady, you're still here. Fantastic. Almost one. Oh, yep. So you're on the East Coast. Lots of hearts popping up. Thank you very much. 5:42 p.m. I am reality. Where are you? What country? I'm sorry to hear that, Busy. LeClaire, 1 hour 42. Phillies guy. Nice emoji. I like that one. Thank you for all the hearts, everyone. And the hundreds and all the emojis you guys are pressing. I like that. PM. Almost to the end of the world. You in South America? George Washington. Okay. Have not seen Memento. Oh, you're in New Zealand. Wow. You're a long way away from us. Very cool, reality. I like that. That's cool. LeClaire, Canada. Very nice. Caleb, you're going to ask me a question anyway, so go ahead. I don't know if I can answer it, but you can ask. Almost 2 a.m. Oh. Busy, can I ask what part of the world you're in? You don't have to tell me. I don't care. So, LeClaire, I'm on the west coast of the United States. Hey, a lot the Clipper. No, I have opinions about politics. I just don't want to talk about politics here. U.S. Midwest. Okay, cool. Intriguing. Oh, cool. Jurassic. Yeah. Again, I haven't seen either one of those movies. I'm not even up on, the whole, any of that stuff. So I need to educate myself on both those films. Planning a holiday to America. Fantastic. Why? What about? Yes, I love that movie. That was an absolute brilliant. I mean, Richard Dreyfuss and Bill Murray were fantastic together. And that house that they stayed at, that they eventually ended up, doing. I shouldn't spoil it in case whatever. But that house they stayed at for their summer place was absolutely beautiful. Yeah, definitely. It's funny when people. I don't think about some of these movies sometimes, and when that comes up, I'm like, oh yeah, I forgot because somebody earlier asked what my favorite movie was. I didn't even think of that one, but it's really I love comedy stuff. So Okay, what are your favorite movies or shows? Movies, well, what about Bob has to be in there now? I mean, I don't know. I've got so many good movies. My favorite show probably of all time is going to be Magnum PI. Planes, Trains, and Automobiles. Yeah, that was brilliant. John Candy was phenomenal in that movie. Should I make a third oat iced latte? Well, I guess it depends on what time of day it is for you, Maddie. I don't know if you're gonna, if it's got caffeine in it, if that's gonna keep you up. Yeah, no, it was. You're right. Planes, Trains, Automobiles, an absolute classic. Steve Martin and John Candy together, another great pairing of very talented people. Okay. Sorry, I'm just looking at something quickly on my computer. I'll get back over to the screen. Okay. Busy, you're probably right about that. You know, my son and some of his friends really like Dexter. I watched it a couple times. It didn't appeal to me all that much. Great, the acting is great, writing's great, but so Jurassic, you're talking about. I'm talking about the original Magnum from the late '70s, early '80s. Is that what you're referring to? Not the new Magnum. You know, I haven't seen the documentary on John Candy. I'm gonna have to look that up. It was quite a sad story for him. Super talented guy. Oh, okay. Yeah, no, Jurassic. I didn't know if you were referring because I know there's a new Magnum and I haven't even bothered to watch it. But yeah, the original. I think. Try to think. I think it's just Tom Selleck and Larry Manetti from that cast. The Mosley's gone, and John Hillerman's also passed away. You know, a lot of the kind of players that were on all the time, some of those are gone too. Busy, thank you very much for stopping by. I'm glad you could be here, and hopefully I'll try to do some of these a little earlier. So, and I'll try to post it so people know when I'm going to be on. But thank you so much for stopping by. It was good to see you again. I'm going to go check out some of your videos later. Chips, Ponch and John, Dukes of Hazzard. Yeah, they were huge back in the '70s. Remaking Dallas? I had not heard that. Yeah, I like Jurassic Park, Back to the Future. You know, Fight Club was it was okay for me. Bye, Busy. Thank you for coming. Appreciate it. Hiroshi, thank you for being here. Yeah, Fight Club. I don't know. Never really. I watched it, and it was just okay for me. I think. But yeah, I really like Jurassic Park and Back to the Future was a pretty cool movie. Days of Our Lives. Wow, I haven't heard that in a long time. I didn't watch Days. I watched back when I was in college. I watched Young and the Restless. But Days of Our Lives, like the sands through the hourglass, so are the days of our lives. That's a Rip Sam Neill. Oh yeah, he just passed away. Forgot all about that. He was really good in Jurassic. Jurassic, you might be right about Fight Club. It could just be, it was a little bit hard to get my head around. Maybe I was expecting something different, so maybe that's why it didn't appeal to me. I don't know. Yeah, Sam Neill was great. Really good actor. Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy. You know what? I don't know if I've seen that. I know the movie. I guess I haven't seen it. Who was in that? Oh, Sam Rockwell, Bill Nye, Zoe Deschanel. I'll be darned. Yeah, I've never seen that movie, The Hitchhiker's Guide. Bill and Ted. Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure in San Dimas, California. I didn't know Sam Neill was from New Zealand. I guess I didn't know really where he was from. I didn't know much about him except for he was a really good actor. Worst movie? Ooh, wow. Boy, I don't know. I've seen some. Oh, I do. I can think of one, and I don't even know if you'd be able to find it anywhere. It was a show that somebody made me watch. I don't even remember how long ago it was, maybe 20 years ago. A show called Winter People. I don't know if that's the worst, but it was really not good. Okay, hang on. Gotta go back here a second. Bread Chaser, what's your worst movie? You know, I've seen Jurassic. I have seen some of them, some of the Marvel movies. Um, just because my kids like to see them, but I don't know. I the ones that we went to were good movies. That's all I can really tell you. I can't even remember like what was it? Endgame, was that Marvel, right? And it was Endgame, and then I can't remember what the ones before that were. Were those Marvels? Hiroshi didn't like The Godfather. Endgame 2019. Okay, that seems about right. Liminal Space, welcome aboard. Guess we're losing some people here, down to only a few people watching, so yeah, I do know the show Smallville. I didn't watch it that much. I do remember it though being on, but yeah, I remember the show Smallville. Yeah, I do know the show Smallville. I didn't watch it that much. I do remember it though being on. Yeah, I remember the show Smallville. Oh yeah, I'm just looking up the cast now. I remember. Yeah, I remember the cast for sure. So Jurassic, had you never seen it before now? You're just this is the first time you're watching it? The Smallville? So Jurassic, had you never seen it before now? You're just this is the first time you're watching it? The Smallville? Oh, season 10. Oh, it went for 10 seasons. Wow. Oh, thank you, Jurassic, for that compliment. I appreciate that. Yeah, I didn't realize Smallville was on for 10 seasons. I was going to say that's over 200 episodes. That's a lot of hours to put in. Ah, Caleb is back. We've had a couple new people come in, so feel free to chime in. We're talking about movies, music. So wait, I forgot to ask. Let me go back up here. So Luminal, are you still here? I didn't understand the 50G's comment. Jurassic, when it comes to music, a Radiohead. Oh, I couldn't tell you much about Radiohead, Jurassic, but I know who they are. And they're pretty popular, so have been for a while. Who else do you listen to, Jurassic, besides Radiohead? Yeah, fair enough. I mean, it's funny how certain songs can define groups or musicians, singers, whoever, and it doesn't necessarily mean that's what they're all about. Okay, so 311. No, I do not know 311 or Tame Impala. Know who Sublime is. Do not know their music, but I know who they are. And Red Hot Chili Peppers. Yeah, I do. Yeah, 90s and 2000s stuff. Yeah, fair enough. I like a lot of the stuff in the 90s as well. I like a lot of the newer stuff too, to be fair. I think there's some good music around. Nick Saint, what's up? How are you? What music do I like? Boy, I like a lot of stuff. I grew up listening to a wide variety of, listened to a lot of Motown. I listened to, when I was young, I loved John Denver and Grand Funk Railroad, Van Halen, a lot of that kind of stuff. I listened to a lot of pop music too, just what we used to call cheesy pop music. I'm a big fan of a lot of different genres: country, rock, pop. I mean, there's even some classical music that I enjoy. If you want to listen to good classical music, you need to go watch things like Bugs Bunny and some of those older cartoons, the Warner Brothers cartoons. They use a ton of classical music in those cartoons. But yeah, what do I like? I really kind of like rock. Socrates, welcome aboard. Or as they would have said in Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure that we were talking about a few minutes ago, we would have said Socrates from that movie. So Jurassic, I kind of said a whole bunch of stuff there for what I like. I do know I do know the song Tom Sawyer by Rush, and I've seen some of the clips of their concerts with the new drummer who replaced Neil Peart. Peart, didn't pronounce it quite right, but and she's actually really good. So I think you're gonna be happy with the music. I mean, obviously Geddy and Alex are getting older, but the music still sounds great, and Geddy's voice is still pretty good. Why is Epstein live streaming? I can't. Do I really look like Epstein to you guys? God, now I gotta go look him up and see a picture. Hmm. Okay. Well, all right. I'm looking at his picture. I guess I don't know. I don't see it, but whatever. That's cool. Whatever you see is fine. Yeah, Jurassic. I think you're really going to enjoy the show. Like I said, I've seen some clips. They do a really cool thing with South Park integrated into their show, which I don't know if you've seen it, so I won't spoil it for you, but it's pretty cool. I don't. I think it. I don't know how to pronounce her name. I think it's Anika Nilis. Nils. I'm not sure how to pronounce it. Boston Rush. Oh yeah, I forgot about Boston. Boy, so Boston was their first album. When that hit or came out, it was that's one of the best debut albums ever. There was so many good songs on that album. Absolute gem. If you get the chance, you should sit down and listen to it from start to finish the way they placed it on the album in the order of the songs. It's pretty cool to do that, to listen to it that way and hear the progression of the music they did. But yeah, what phenomenal musicians, and Brad Delp, the singer, was doesn't get enough credit for being a fantastic rock voice. He was really, really good. Soul, welcome aboard. Like I have a PhD in quantum physics. I can guarantee you I do not. Thank you, I guess, but I do not have a PhD in quantum physics. I guess I have a PhD in gray hair. Jurassic, if you like the older music, are you familiar with a group called Grand Funk Railroad? Jurassic, I have not seen any movies, new movies recently. Can't even think of the last time I went to the movies. It's been a while. I mean, the last movie I saw that was the new, it's not new now, the new Top Gun movie, which was out, what, 3-4 years ago, Maverick. I saw that, but I watched it at home. I didn't go to the movies. Okay, so I'll take that as a compliment. I thought maybe it was the gray hair. You've never heard of Grand Funk Railroad, Jurassic? So Jurassic, there's a yeah, it was a few years ago. So yeah, so 4 years ago. So yeah, that's the last kind of new movie I think I've seen. I'm really not going. I don't go to the movies a lot. Caleb, yes, you can ask a question. So yeah, so Jurassic, Grand Funk Railroad, and a lot of hearts coming in. Thank you. Listen to a song called "We're an American Band." It was the quintessential 70s rock song. And they were a really good group. Don't get enough credit because they weren't together all that long. Soul of Minimum Wage, we're talking about music. What kind of music are you into? You know, Soul, yeah, I don't want to talk politics either, but, you know, sometimes I don't know if they have insight into what's going to happen or if it's just kind of they're thinking about it more than some of us. And there's movies and TV shows that do tend to turn out to be true, whether it's politics or just things that happen. Caleb, I did not know that a heart equals a dollar. If that's the case, between last night and tonight, I would have made hundreds of thousands of dollars. And I thank everybody for the hearts that they're tapping, so I appreciate that. Rap and 80s music. Not born in the 80s, but connected to that era. Okay, fair enough. Yeah, I was talking earlier. I had a previous stream go where my camera went down, but the first rap that I kind of really got into from the 80s was a group called Houdini. And I don't know if they ever really got big, but they were big in the rap scene. And they did a song called 5 Minutes of Funk, which was kind of their claim to fame. And of course, you know, KRS-One, DJ Easy, or Rob Bass, Ice-T, a lot of those groups or people came along. So Yeah, I remember all that stuff well. And that was going at the same time as all the hair music, so it was kind of these crossroads. Caleb, I am going to try and do another live stream. I got to cut it off here pretty soon too. I'm up past my bedtime since I'm old. Yeah. Yep. So you know who they are, yeah. And I had their, and the other song they did was called "Escape." I think that was the title of their album was "Escape." But I had it on cassette, so that tells you my age. But yeah, they were good. Yeah, the '80s were a nice extension of the '70s, where you still got to hear such a wide variety of different kinds of music that was still played on the radio together. Whereas today, I mean, now they, especially with satellite radio, they've got '70s, '80s, they've got yacht rock, they've got rap, they've got heavy metal. It's kind of really, I don't know, separated a bunch for the radio stations. I like it when you get to hear everything. Yeah, no, it was. It was kind of the end of when a lot of people, well, you still had to, it's all before auto-tune as well, Soul, because once auto-tune came, it corrected a lot of mistakes by the singers. Yeah, there's a lot, yeah, there's a lot of producers involved, and it does kind of, you need one person or two people doing that stuff. You get too many cooks in the kitchen, so to speak, and things don't go well. I mean, there's some good stuff out today. Don't get me wrong. I like some of that stuff. We were talking about groups and stuff that we like, and the standout for me probably in the last 10 years or so, and she hasn't become a big star, is Tori Kelly. She's the one that she voiced in the movie Sing. She played or did the voice work for the elephant, and she's just got her voice is off the charts good to me. To me, she's a cut above, and yet she can't seem to break through and get that stardom that her voice deserves, in my opinion. Sabrina Carpenter, Chappelle. Yeah, you know. Oh, you haven't heard of her? Okay, so apparently she was on American Idol before she got the movie Sing, which was an animated movie. I'm sure you've heard of it. Anyway, she played that elephant in there, and when the movie was over, I stayed to watch the credits just to find out who that was singing. And if you just go listen to, you can probably just look it up on YouTube and look up Tori Kelly. I don't know I'm not sure quite how to spell it, but I'm sure you'll get directed that way. And just listen to what she did in that movie was incredible. And Jennifer Hudson sang in that movie as well. Oh, John, no sleepovers, and I'm out of root beer. Yeah, look her up, Soul. I think you'll be really happy with listening to her. Jurassic, thank you for coming. I appreciate it. And I'm going to try to do more of these. So if you followed me, then you'll get notified. Not begging for follows or anything, but that way you'll get notified when I'm going to be on. But thank you for the discussion, Jurassic. I really appreciate you being here. Yeah, Jennifer Hudson's voice is fantastic as well. And you know, Kelly Clarkson, even though she did the pop music, there was a couple times when she sang not pop music, and you realize she's actually a really good singer. She's got a really nice voice. Yeah, and Caleb was here earlier, John. He might still be here for all I know. Oh, he signed off a few minutes ago. I take that back. He said he was going to be in here tomorrow. Thank you, Jurassic. I appreciate that, and that way you'll get to chime in. I like having these conversations. They're a lot of fun. Oh, Caleb's back. I thought he left, but he's still here. Yeah, now Kelly Clarkson doesn't even really sing. She just does the talk show. I wish she would still do some music. It would be nice if she had some new stuff out. Or maybe I've just missed it. I don't know. All right, Jurassic. Thanks for coming. Appreciate it. Yeah, so I guess I haven't heard her. Sorry, I have to duck around. I've got a funky setup, so I'm constantly looking around my apparatus to see the screen. Okay. Yeah, you know, okay, so you threw a bunch of stuff at me. NF, first person that comes to mind when I hear that is Nelly Furtado. Am I correct? Yeah, John Funk left a while ago. I don't know if he came back. Oh, is the name? I apologize. So I'm not up on a lot of people. So now I have to write those down so I can go look them up. So I got NF, Token. I feel like I should know Joyner Lucas and JID. The funny thing about some of these groups or artists is I might have, I apologize, Soul, for not knowing that. Okay, I'm going to check it out. Like for me, the rap, I know the rap people from the 80s, and it started to fade off for me because I started to not be around that scene as much. So I don't know a lot of the people that came after that. Fair enough. I kind of assumed that after you said that. So I'm going to have to look them up. Like again, like I said, I was Houdini, Rob Bass, KRS-One, Ice-T, trying to think of the other groups that were popular back then, but that's kind of where I was. Beastie Boys, although they weren't really, I guess they were technically rap, but they kind of had a rock influence as well. So that's my group that I kind of know well. Heavy D. Caleb does have a good memory, you're right. You know, I'm not a fan of that stuff either, Soul, to be fair. But those are, like I said, I don't know the newer things. The Legendary. Yeah, we've been talking a little music, some TV, some movies, but right now we're kind of on music. And Soul has been educating me on a few rappers that I need to go listen to. And I've got about a dozen different artists that from all genres that I need to listen to that people have suggested for me. So I'm going to try and check them out in the next couple days, as time permits. I always look for newer groups. I can hear my phone buzzing. I had to change my normal phone that I shoot with. It got too hot, so my phone's buzzing. I'm probably getting lots of texts. Okay, fair enough, Soul. I get it. I see what you're after. Yeah, yeah. Tom Petty, Biggie, yeah. Prince and Kendrick. Okay, so I watched some Prince today. Somebody had posted some of his live stuff, um, and he was absolutely. First of all, forgetting the musical side of his stuff or his career, he was a great showman on stage, but his musicianship was off the charts. I saw him back when the whole Purple Rain thing was happening in the 80s. Went to his show. Sheila E. opened for him and he was fantastic. The guy could play guitar like nobody's business. Legendary, fire away. I'm always up to hear new stuff. In fact, there was a guy in the earlier stream that I've written down, and I got to go look him up. He does some rap, so I got to look into his stuff. Hopefully tomorrow. Yeah, Prince was great. Aurora. I don't know if I've heard of them. Sorry, singer, Aurora. Huh. 10 billion streams? Well, clearly I'm not up on things because that's a pretty popular singer. Okay, I'm going to write her down. Okay, got it. And I'll have to check her out. I'm sure she's all over YouTube, obviously. Wow. Yeah, I've never heard of her. That's really cool. It says she's from Norway, so that's cool. You say she's pioneered her genre. That's always interesting. So I'll definitely check her out. Like I said, I got a pretty good sized list to get through. Pink Floyd, Neil Young, there's a band called Built to Spill. Built to Spill. I'm not familiar with them. Or him, sorry. He said he's a great guitarist. Soulful Conservatism. Okay, cool. Thank you for that, Soul. I appreciate that. And Legendary, I appreciate that. She said, now I got to write something else down. Got it. Sorry, I have to turn away from the camera to write everything down. I got my keyboard in front of me. So listen, it's getting late for me, everyone. I'm probably going to have to sign off. I hate to do that because this is really fun. So if you want to come back, we can do this again. I'm going to try to do it again tomorrow. I'm going to try to get on a little earlier because I got on tonight. I'm on the west coast of U.S. I don't know where you guys are from, but so I got on tonight at almost 9. So a little later. I'm just going to try to get on maybe closer to 8 o'clock if I can. Oh, 2:30 for yeah. Okay, got it. You're East Coast. Okay, Soul, thanks for showing up. I really appreciate it. I'm going to check out some of your stuff and yeah, get some rest. I got to get to bed too. So for everybody who's still watching, I appreciate it. Okay, Soul, got it. I got it. No worries. I'm off to bed as well. So everybody, thank you for coming and thank you for all the comments and all the chat. This has been great fun. Caleb, I got to run. You can ask the question, but I'll probably have to turn everything off. I got to hit the sack. One last one. Caleb, go, and then I got to go to bed. Oh, brother. I'll see you tomorrow, Caleb. Everybody else have a great night, and you too, Caleb. I appreciate you all coming. I'll see you tomorrow, Caleb. Everybody else have a great night. You too, Caleb. I appreciate you all coming. Why is it still live? Yeah, I know. I thought I did. I'm going to have to end it. Thanks, Caleb. Appreciate it. There we go.